Oh, really?
Yep. Hello! Oh my god. This is so funny. Hey, boo! Hiya there. Somebody's calling me an asshole. I look cool. Alright. This is so weird. Oh, technology. Like, gets me every time. Hi. Thanks, man.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, this one comes from Briggs Vanless.
Okay.
If you didn't have acting, what would you be doing?
If I didn't have acting, I think I might be, probably pursue visual art. Be a fine artist. Yeah.
Basket Rolling asks, do you have anything in your wardrobe besides black?
No. No, I do not.
Nate LG says, what is one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
Ooh, tricky. What's a sneaky thing about me? Sono Italiana. Yeah. I'm
Bakey
Italian.
Cass, have you ever had stage fright? If so, how did you overcome it?
Oh, yeah. I don't, knock on wood, I don't tend to get stage fright too much, but, I've experienced it a little bit before, and it was the result of, like, not feeling very underprepared for the show I was going on for, and how I got over that, I think, was just, like, kind of reality checking myself before I went on stage, as in, like, really, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I'm just saying some lines. I got a brain. I can string a sentence together. I'll get through it. This isn't, no one's life is at stake. So I kind of just told myself, if it's not so good, it's fine.
Laura, weird kid. If you could have one of Perry's outfits, which one would you take home?
Okay, so there was this outfit last season that appeared very briefly, and Caitlin and I referred to it as the Rodeo Clown outfit, and it was like a plaid puffed-sleeved getup with a matching jean vest. Yes, I would like that for my own amusement and use, for sure.
Never trust Amy. What is one of the weirdest things you used to do as a teenager?
Oh man, weird question. That's a hard question. Weirdest thing I used to do as a teenager? Oh my god, there's like too many I don't know, so many things. Maybe not as a teenager, but like the first thing that comes to mind is more as a child. I grew up in the country with my siblings, and we used to play a lot of imaginary games. Our favorite being wolves. We would just play wolves in the countryside. So, yeah. I don't know.
Victoria_IDK. We've heard you read for multiple roles. Which ones?
First, I read for Laura. And then I read in the callbacks for both Carmilla and Perry. And yeah, I specifically remember the note I got before callbacks from our director, Spencer, was, he was like, yeah, read for Carmilla, like, prep that well. He was like, and we're going to give you some Perry sides, but he was specifically like, don't worry about these, like, don't pay much attention to these. So I don't think I was even, like, off book for the Perry sides. I barely give it a second thought until the day.
Fra_Massa91. If you could be someone else for one day, who would you be?
Oh boy, anyone else? Maybe like Jack White or Kanye. I think I'd go, if I could be anyone else, I'd go with a dude, for sure. And maybe like a very, like a badass rocker dude. Jack White. Yeah.
Huggable Tay. Which character from Carmilla would you want to go on a road trip with?
Oh, man. Kirsch. I think Kirsch would just be jokes. He'd be entertaining.
The Lunar Lurk Hand. If you could be any mythical creature, what would you be and why?
Oh my god, that's such a good question. There's like too many answers. Any mythical creature. Well, like, the first that comes to mind is, I think the Sphinx is like one of the funniest mythical creatures because A, half lion, so that's like totally badass. B, you must answer riddles correctly in front of me, else you can die. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. But also maybe just like a witch or a seer. I think being able to like see into the future would be kind of cool. Create potions in the woods. Yeah.
INSR funny name. Perry seems to be constantly agitated. If you were her friend, what would you advise her to do to relax?
Oh man, if I were Perry's friend, what would I do to relax her? Man, you know, my mom and my stepdad are both in the business of stress reduction and stress management. So I probably should say something like super helpful, but instead I think I just slip Perry an Ativan. Like I bake her something like real sweet and tasty, and I just like put some drugs in there to like settle her down. Yeah, totally not my parents' child. Trigger.
Huggable Day. How do you get into character to play Perry?
Ooh, how do I get in character? I have this, like, very clear visual image of Perry, and it's not me. It's just some other woman. And so I see her saying all the lines and, like, moving and doing all of that. So I think I just, like, visualize this sort of other creature and then try to get that image, like, do that with my own voice, my own body as much as possible. So it's, like, kind of visual for me. Yeah.
Naya's Riviera, what word irritates you the most?
Humbled, because I think it is very commonly misused.
Neko Vandal. If you could travel anywhere with all expenses paid, where would you go and why?
Oh, it's somewhere I've been before. I'd go to Italy. I have a lot of family there, and I'd love to take time out just to go and visit them all, catch up.
Gaga's Unicorn. 5. What is your daily hair routine?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of humid, and it's been humid in Toronto, so I've been, like, shoving it all up in this old baseball cap. What is my hair routine? I air dry mostly. I'm very boring with my hair. I just air dry. Sometimes I put in some curling balm, you know? Mm-hmm. Aveda, to be specific. It's called Be Curly. Just a little smidgen, just on the ends, you know? That's about it. That's all I got. Ladies, gents.
Little Root Crop, what's your favorite Carmilla behind-the-scenes moment?
Oh my god. Well, yeah, so this season, we shot in this gorgeous, giant, old house, mansion, complex thing. And the floors were really squeaky, because it was old. And so we'd be shooting downstairs, like, on the ground floor, but then all of, like, where we were being processed through hair and makeup was up on the second floor. And so we'd finish, like, shooting a scene, be rushed up to go have to, like, change, like, through wardrobe and makeup, and it, like, you couldn't move when they were rolling, so all the time, like, I'd be, like, trying to get on, like, a new costume or something like that, and someone would yell, like, stop moving, don't move, so I'd be caught, like, half naked in the change room, trying to, like, squish myself into some new costume, the worst being, I think, when I was, like, halfway through putting on a pair of pantyhose. And as we know, that is, like, I think, the least, just straight up least sexy thing you can watch a woman do is, like, try to shove her body into a pair of pantyhose. Specifically, like, control top pantyhose. I liken it to, like, stuffing sausage meat into the casing, so I'm, like, caught I'm just, like, butt naked, like, halfway up with some pantyhose. I think I was trapped for, like, a good, like, 7-10 minutes while Caitlin's, like, dying in the corner, so there was some funny changing moments, yeah.
Okay, it's time for the lightning round.
Okay, what do I do? Oh, yes, the lightning round. Let's do it.
Okay, favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
If Perry was a Disney princess, who would she be?
Oh my god, I know no Disney princesses.
What is your usual Starbucks order?
No Starbucks. No Starbucks. Americanos, though.
Would you
or
rather
straight up
wear
espresso.
hot pink clothes or orange clothes?
Orange agitates me, so hot pink, I guess.
Favorite animal?
Lions. Male African lions.
If you had to choose another decade to be born in, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tricky one for the ladies. Let's just go straight up Stone Age. Hunter-gatherer here. Hunter-gatherer.
Super salad.
Salad, always.
What's your sign?
My sign. Taurus.
Who swears the most on set?
Moi.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, I don't do karaoke, but if I did, it would be Sweet Raps, always.
If you could have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chocolate cake and grapefruits on the side.
If you had to pick a theme song for Perry, what would it be?
A theme song for Perry? Oh my god, I maybe some, like, sweet Irish ditty.
What do you think Perry's specialty dish would be?
Like a good sweet treat. Like, I think, tartlets. Little tartlets.
What is your favorite dance move when no one is looking?
Twerking. A lot of twerking, yeah. When people are looking and not looking, it doesn't matter.
Yes. That's all we have time for.
Okay, thanks guys. This was fun and weird. I'll answer that. Dark chocolate, 100%. Thanks guys. Catch you soon. Bye.